Hello everyone, welcome to SMTech World. Today we are going to solve the day 26 of September Lead Code Challenge. So today's problem name is Temo Attacking. So let's try to understand the given problem first, then we will try to design one solution for the same. So basically they are saying that they are saying about one game here. So suppose there will be two person. So let's consider the simpler name for the same. Okay, so suppose this is person A and this is person B. So game rule is kind of this. So person A can hit or attack person B, and if person A attack person B, the action of person B will be poisoned for the given duration. So suppose here for the first example, right, the second input is the duration. So person B will remain inactive or remain poisoned for 2 seconds. Okay, so this is the condition. And here if you let's try to understand the first example only, right. So for the first case our input is like this 1, 4 and 2. So that means person A can shoot person B twice. For person A will shoot at the first second, then again he or she can shoot at the fourth second, right. So he has two chances to shoot person B. So we need to calculate or return the total number of seconds that person B will remain poisoned. Okay, so let's see. So suppose this is my time frame, right. So starting from 1 and probably it's ending at 8, right. So that means at first person A will attack person B at first second. So here in this case our duration is obviously 2, right. So once person A attack to person B, the poison action will remain for 2 seconds. So it will start here and it will end here, right. So so the total duration for the first attack will be 2, because we are able to cover all the second duration, right. So now again person A can shoot person B or attack person B at the second 4. So now again person A can attack here and the poison will remain active till the 5th second, right. Again it will give us another 2 duration. So total here we are getting 2 plus 2, 4. Okay, so this is the explanation of the first example. Now let's try to see the second. Okay, so now let's see the second example also, right. So this is suppose person A and this is our person B, right. But for second example we have two timestamp 1 and 2, and again duration will be obviously 2. Okay, in this case also. So suppose person A attack at the first second, right. So it will attack here, again here the duration will 2. So the poison will be active for these 2 seconds, right. So it will be active till the 2 ends, right. So again we are getting 2 seconds here or 2 duration here, and for the second one the second timestamp is 2. Okay, so again if you read the problem statement, they are saying that person A can attack at the start only, right. So suppose if you think it's a 2 seconds, so it will start at the initial second only, right, before it ends. So again it can shoot. Again ideally the duration should be 2, but in this case I know that the previous action of the poison is still active, right. It will end here and he attacked at the beginning only, right. So that means this ideally should be end here, but it will not be active because the earlier one is still active. So it will not be able to override the poison action of the earlier one. So okay, so in this case we can it will be for so second attack will remain active for 1 second only, right, because the previous one was still active. So once the previous one will be end, the second attack will also be action of the second poison will be end also, right. So in this case we can see that our total duration will be 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1, it will be 3, right. So this is the answer of the second example. Okay, so I think after seeing this you should have much better understanding of the problem or the rules of the game. So now we need to design one solution for the same. Okay, so basically if you look the problem properly, then it's nothing like, yeah, they said one game and game rules, but the actual thing is we need to find the overlapping point here, right. So basically we can take 3 variables, start and end, another one will be result. Okay, now I need to check. Okay, so there is basically 2 conditions. So suppose we have 2 timestamp 1 and 2, right. So whenever suppose I am checking for 2, right. So for this example 1 and 4, right. So I will check if one action of 1 is already ended, then we can cover the full duration, right. And if it is not ended, then we need to calculate the this duration, right. In this case the 1. So the actual duration, actual timestamp minus my start duration, right, or start time, earlier start time. So using that we can we can consider the overlap time. Okay, so Using this logic, I think we can easily solve it. So let's try to solve it using Java. That will surely. So let's try to write the code quickly. So as I already told you, I am going to use 3 variables. One is the start variable. It will start at 0. And again, I need another variable, the end, where I am going to keep tracking the Poisson activeness end time. It will be again initially 0. And I need the one variable for result, where I am going to keep tracking my result. Okay. And again, it should be, result means the total duration. Okay. It should be initially 0. Now I can run one for loop, and I can pick each and every timestamp. Okay, so it should be like this in t, and we can pick each and every timestamp one by one, and we can consider, right? So our first condition should be if I will check the end time or the current timestamp. So if t is greater than my end. Okay, so what that means? So that means, so suppose in this case, right, I know that 2 is ending here. My next, so suppose I am here at 4, right? So I know here my next 4 is my next starting time, but I will check that my previous action is already ended or not, right? Or my previous attack is already ended or not. If I see it's already ended, then we can consider the full duration, right? Like here we are considering full duration because it's ended before the next attack is started. Okay, so in this case we can directly take the full duration and we can add that with our result variable. Okay, so we will do that. And suppose if I see if it is equal in this case also, right? So suppose if it is equal, so like in this case 1 and 2, so next time it is starting here, but it's equal, right? So in case of equal also we can add the full duration. But if I see it is less than, then we need to find out the overlapping value, right? Or overlapping duration. Okay, so we will add condition for equals also. So for greater than and equal, the logic will remain same, but for overlapping case we need to figure out the actual formula. Okay, so in case of overlapping, what it will be? It will be result, my actual result value, and my current time series value. So that is t here, right? T minus my start value. Okay, it will give me the overlap duration value. Okay, and at the end of this we are going to update our start and end. So okay, so obviously my start will be my new time series and end will be our t plus duration, right? So my start plus duration value. Okay, okay, and at the end we can return the result. Okay, so now let's quickly run the code and check whether it's compiling or not. Okay, I think it's compiling and it's giving us expected answer. So let's quickly submit it, and okay, I think our solution is also accepted. And you can see it's beating the 100% of Java submission. So let's try to analyze the time and space complexity also here, right? You can see that we are using one for loop, and obviously since we are picking and iterating through each and every array element, so time complexity will be obviously order of n or linear time. Okay, in case of space complexity, we are using 3 variables, but it's not dependent on our input size. Okay, so whatever my input size, irrespective of my input size, I am going to use these 3 variables only, right? So space complexity, you can say at it is order of 1 or constant. Okay, I think that's pretty much for this video. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. And if you still have some doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.